What up, y'all? It is your boy, Zach, as known as King of all YouTubers here, back for more electrifying videos. Before I begin, take all colors of lightning and all YouTube channels and hook smash them on to the subscribe button, because we are writing positive comments each day. As of today, I would like to talk about my top 5 theories of what the final SMG4 movie is going to be about. On December 27th, 2025, a couple days after Christmas, as of this year. And just to let you all know, SMG4 is not going to be posting anything next year, because SMG4 is in retirement and all of that. But what if I told you SMG4 is not retiring next year? And we know he's retiring on the 27th of December after the final SMG4 movie. But what if I told you he's not retiring? And all of you are like, wait, what? Did he just trick us? Out of my first theory of what the final SMG4 movie could be about. My first theory, so after when SMG4 said, I need to talk to all of you for a second. At the very end of Wars of Fat Italians 2025, and then Wednesday, which was yesterday, he made a video called Thank You for Everything. And he is Luke Ludwig explains everything about the ending of his channel, SMG4 channel, and everything else. But what if SMG4, that channel, tricked us? And all of you are like, wait, what? Tricking us? He said he's already ending the channel on December 27th. I do notice that, though. But what if I told you something is coming really, really early? War of the Fat Italians 2026, as of next year, was supposed to be about, well, a movie next year was supposed to be about Monster Princess Peach, and including the Shadow Man next year. But that never happened. There are so many plot holes of SMG4 mysteries that SMG4 hasn't even solved yet. There's a few more. But what if I told you the Shadow Man appears in the final SMG4 movie? And all of you are like, whoa, plot twist? So, the Shadow Man has some type of superpower. Well, we all know that the television man, Mr. Puzzles, has the ability to manipulate and has creative control and think of anything he wants. But the Shadow Man, however, has the ability to trick people into saying something. Like, let's say SMG4 says, I'm ending SMG4. That is a sad news. I'm ending the SMG4 YouTube channel. And in the final SMG4 movie, what if the Shadow Man came out and said, I tricked you and the SMG4 crew. You thought you were ending your channel, but it's not over. The saga is continuing. And you'll never take me out. What if the Shadow Man turned into some kind of black-like spirit magic, and that being inside of the SMG4 guy, And he's like, I'm ending SMG4. And the Shadow Man comes out, and that black magic spirit comes out of SMG4. And after defeating the Shadow Man, SMG4 tells the whole crew, sorry guys, I have been tricked by the Shadow Man. The series is continuing, but in a brand new direction. What if that was the case? This could be something that we have never ever actually seen before. If this happens, I'll be shocked, surprised. Yeah. I have my second theory. Hold on a second. That was my very, very first theory of what the final SMG4 movie could be about. Monster Princess Peach being in there, and the Shadow Man, and everything else. My second theory of this final SMG4 movie is the Forbidden Door. What could lie behind it? And so far, the Forbidden Door has not been solved. But what if in the final SMG4 movie, it's finally going to get solved? This could be something, because the Forbidden Door, if the Forbidden Door gets solved, and the SMG4 and the crew finally opens the Forbidden Door, what could be laying inside? Well, I have a few things. The first thing is, inside that Forbidden Door could be like that same demonic keyboard, and SMG4 could rework that goop, but like getting rid of the demonic goop. So SMG4 wants to fix his biggest mistake from the It's Gotta Be Perfect timeline. He goes to the Forbidden Door, unboards it, just like taking off the boards, opening the Forbidden Door, and the demonic keyboard is in there. SMG4 could finally undo his biggest mistake from the It's Gotta Be Perfect timeline and like save Princess Peach's castle, and somehow defeating, well, not like defeating the Princess Peach monster, but like in a way to greet SMG4 and the crew, could bring the SMG4, could bring out the Princess Peach monster, and instead of fighting, they talk it about a little bit, and SMG4 saying really sorry and for what he did back in the past, of what he did to Princess Peach. And Princess Peach could somehow magically transform herself back into like a brand new redesign. That is a amazing way to send it off in the final SMG4 movie. The first theory I talked about, that could be a crazy send-off in the final SMG4 movie. My third theory of what could happen, well, before the third theory, I have two more things I would like to say. The second thing that could be in the Forbidden Door could be like a 15-year anniversary like statue of SMG4, and SMG4 and a crew, well, SMG4 has something to say, and he's like, hey guys, I'd just like to say thank you for 15 years. Thank you for all you do. And the crew says, of course, man, for 15 years, you are always shining bright like a star. This could be something too. it's another good one. The final thing I'd like to say of what could be inside the Forbidden Door is that inside this Forbidden Door, it could be a portal. You know that big old portal in Wars of Italians 2025? Well, that Forbidden Door could have like a portal to like the internet graveyard or something. And like fixing the, well, we know the internet graveyard, we know it's dead, but what if somehow the internet graveyard gets fixed and being restored to peace, and finding like the Guardian pods, SMG4 Guardian pod, SMG3 Guardian pod, and finally meeting SMG7. So Super Meme Guardian 7. Finally meeting SMG7. It's another brand new character that has only appeared once in the final movie, hanging out with SMG7, and even hanging out with SMG6 too. SMG6 and 7. SMG6, SMG7, hanging out with those guys, having like a fun time, having like a feast or something. That would be something for a third theory and be a magical send-off in the final SMG4 movie. That's my third theory. I have 2 theories left before I go. The fourth theory of what the final SMG4 movie could be about. This fourth one could be like an arc. It's like the final arc. So what if we call this arc like, not the shadow arc, or it can be called the final goodbye arc, where each episode, each Saturday, it's on a character, and it supports that character. Well, for the final SMG4 movie, my 4th series is all about well, I'm talking about something that's going to happen. Maybe something like moving off to like vacation, like winter vacation, like having a relaxation from all the chaos, and like meeting Mr. Puzzles and Mr. Weapons finally come out of the portal, and they could finally bring peace on one and another. Mr. Puzzles and Mr. Weapons ain't dead. They just got sent to some type of, well, they just got sent in the internet graveyard, or to like a dimension that we even don't know about yet. And yeah, this is my 4th theory of what the final SMG4 movie could be about. Like a winter vacation, relaxation from all of the chaos that they have done throughout these years and everything else. And it's going to be something. And my final theory, my 5th theory of the final SMG4 movie, I know we got like a Destiny reference, an Axel reference, and WotF 2025, Wars of Italians 2025, but what if I told you, like the Axel spirit coming down from heaven, coming down all the way down to Earth, and can finally meet the SMG4 crew and the Destiny spirit, the Axel spirit and the Destiny spirit coming down from heaven and meeting the SMG4 crew. How's it been up there and everything else? And even going back to some of the previous episodes, like we all know that Wars of Outer Talents 2025 is a classical, nostalgic stuff going back to classical episodes. What if the final SMG4 movie was the same thing, but it goes back to some events that, like, SMG4 remembers something, and like going back to the classical episodes, we all know that Who Let the Chomp Out episode been in Wars of Outer Talents 2025. But what if other classical episodes appeared in the final SMG4 movie? This would be a crazy send-off in the final SMG4 movie. And it would be something that we have never ever actually seen before. And what to do with a YouTube remote. Well, Mr. Puzzles, the television man, fixed the remote. And he has regretted everything, which is good. But what will SMG4 and the crew do to the YouTube remote? Break it somehow? Or maybe keep it in a secret hidden place? I think that the YouTube remote will be kept in a really, really, really secret place that SMG4 has been talking about for years. And has never been mentioned in all of the SMG4 videos. It's not the Forbidden Door, it's something much different. And meeting the past, well, no, because meeting the past SMG3 might ruin everything, because he already appeared, the classical SMG3 villain, that in Wars of Outer Talents 2025. But what if the classical SMG3 villain now becomes more peaceful? Instead of him fighting, becomes peaceful. With the other SMG3, they have like peace, tree, like trees peace. It's like peace, bringing peace. And Francis could bring peace. Mr. Puzzles already has bring peace. Well, yeah, he has. Well, he has not actually, because he went in time and fixing all of his past mistakes, and Maggie thinks this is a bad idea. It's gonna ruin everything, destroying everything. Yeah. But Mr. Puzzles regretted everything. Mr. Weapons and Mr. Puzzles already had peace with each other before they got sucked up in a black hole. Like black holes like portal that sends them to the internet graveyard or another universe. What if all past villains bring peace instead of fighting? The classical SMG3, Francis, even the Eldritch SMG0, Lawyer Con, Mr. Puzzles, and Mr. Weapons. What if all of those past villains bring peace instead of fighting in the final SMG4 movie? This would be something that everybody would love in the final SMG4 movie, and it is perfect for the huge send-off in the final SMG4 movie. But these are just these theories. But that is just a theory. Hopefully you enjoyed this video today, and I would like to say thank you all for watching, and I would like to see you all tomorrow for Halloween Live 2025. Thank you all for watching. Peace.